This episode of The Central is presented by Vans Comics Cards and Games. Better players, better gaming. Visit online at vansccg.com or stop by off of Pear Orchard in Richland.
Hey Jags, I'm Wes Fowler.
And I'm Allie Ragsdale, and this is
J&N's The Central.
Jag Singers held their annual fall concert this past Monday, November 15th. This was the first time this year all choir classes were able to perform together on stage. Today's a virtual day to kick off the Thanksgiving holiday, which will be from November 22nd to November 26th. Stay safe and eat well.
Governor Tate Reeves has made a budget proposal for the fiscal year 2023, which includes plans to double the size of the police department and increase teacher pay. Following the proposal, teacher pay would increase $1,300 across the board and increase an extra $1,000 for the next 2 years. Reeves also hopes to eliminate the state's income tax by incorporating a 5-year plan similar to Florida and Texas. The legislature would still have to approve the proposal before it could take effect, and it remains to be seen whether that will happen or not.
Thanks, Wes. Last week on Tuesday, the boy team competed in Meridian. The girls swept 6-0, while the boys managed to tie their game 3-3. Also on Tuesday, the Soccer Jacks hosted West Lauderdale. Both teams pitched shutouts, while the boys won 6-0, and the girls took their game 2-0. Thursday was a busy day for Jaguar athletics. The bowling team competed against Warren Central, and the boys and the girls walked away with wins. Later that night, the soccer team hosted Terry at home. The boys and girls dominated, pitching shutouts again, taking their games 9-0 and 6-0 respectively. The basketball teams traveled out to play the Vicksburg Gators, where both the boys and the girls narrowly lost in tight games. On Friday, your number 2 ranked football Jags dominated DeSoto Central for the first round of the playoffs as they strolled to a 42-7 victory. To close out the week on Saturday, the soccer team traveled to Laurel for the Laurel Showcase, where the girls went 2-0 during their games, and the boys won a game and tied another. On Monday, the JV soccer team hosted Northwest Rankin. The girls managed to tie, while the boys took a 0-2 loss. The boy team also competed on Monday. The girls eked out a 4-2 win, while the boys lost their game 1-5. On Tuesday, the varsity soccer team hosted Starkville. The girls won 6-0, while the boys surged ahead in the second half to take the win 2-0. The basketball team hosts Yazoo County on Thursday. And on Friday, the football team faces a familiar foe in the Oxford Chargers, as they're back in the jungle for the second round of the playoffs, with the student section theme being Christmas Party. That's all for now, Jags. Make sure you join with us next week for all the future updates and scores. Now here's Lilly with the weather.
Hey Jags, I'm Lily Ross with your weather forecast. Friday we see highs in the 60s and lows in the high 30s. Saturday there will be highs near the mid 60s and lows around the mid 40s. Sunday will be partly cloudy with highs in the high 60s and lows in the mid 40s. Monday highs will be in the high 50s and lows will rest near the high 30s. Tuesday we expect sunny skies with highs in the high 50s and lows in the high 30s. That's your weather forecast. Stay safe and have a great week.
The Big Apple Inn, located in downtown Jackson, has brought good people and good food together for generations. JNN's Aiden Allen reports on the cultural impact of the inn and how it is kept up with the changing times.
Throughout the early to mid-1900s, Ferris Street in Jackson was a hub for black business owners to thrive and people of color to gather and socialize. But now it's a ghost town. However, the Big Apple Inn's owner is striving to keep his family's restaurant and its history alive.
The Big Apple Inn was founded actually in 1939. My great-grandfather was from Mexico. He came to the United States. He started selling his homemade hand-rolled hot tamales on the side of a street corner. I've owned it for 25 years. I've owned the Big Apple for 25 years. As I said, we've been in business for 82 years.
Gino strives to keep the traditional values of his restaurant alive, all the way down to the menu, which serves the same 5 items that his great-grandfather Big John served at the opening of the restaurant in 1939.
My desire and my passion is for downtown Jackson. Jackson has given us a lot, and we just want to give back to Jackson. But we plan on staying open and indefinitely, as long as people continue to come down.
Big Apple Inn is all about providing a space where people feel welcome. Gino says that every customer has their own Big Apple Inn experience.
Yes, my story about Big Apple Inn is I was watching one of the national TV shows. I saw the broadcast, and I was surprised to see a place, so close to me that was featured. So I decided I would come, and I've been hooked ever since.
The restaurant has been a huge influence in Jackson's community, and is continuing to attract customers from all over the world. If you're wanting to take a bite back into history, check out the Big Apple Inn on Ferris Street. This has been Aiden Allen with JNN.
Thanks, Aiden. Clubs at Madison Central are a great place for students to learn and socialize in a fun and forgiving environment. JNN's Nathan Marks reports on a few clubs that advocate for inclusivity at the school.
Many students at Madison Central have started groups in order to foster a more inclusive sense of community within the school. With groups like Advocates for Change, Women's Empowerment Club, Gay Straight Alliance, these student-led groups help bring a more positive environment to the school.
The mission statement for Women Empowerment is to provide a safe space for students in our school to learn about problems that disproportionately affect women in our community. Women Empowerment, in coordination with these other advocacy clubs such as Advocates for Change, Gay Straight Alliance, provides another viewpoint for a student who's wanting to be the best advocate they could be. So I think being the best advocate means being as educated as you can be on topics that you feel passionate about.
Having a space for the student body to learn important pieces of information is vital for nurturing a better future.
So the mission statement for the GSA is to provide an inclusive and welcoming environment for people in the community at our school and just straight allies as well at our school. We can help let them achieve the sense of I belong here and I feel accepted and welcomed.
These clubs serve to create compassionate spaces for a diverse student body.
Advocates for Change works with other clubs like Women Empowerment and the GSA because we are mostly marginalized communities. So we all work together talking about our issues and how we can best promote inclusivity and just diversity within our school.
With these clubs, students are equipped with useful information about the various issues that affect the world today. This has been Nathan Marks with JNN.
Well, that's all for this time, Jags.
Be sure to check out our Instagram at Jaguar News Network and our Twitter at Jaguar News Net for more updates throughout the week.
Until next time, I'm Wes Fowler.
And I'm Allie Ragsdale, and this has been
JNN's The Central.